Hey traders, investors, how are you? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. This is Sunday, February 28th, 2021, and I thought I'd better get in the office here and get a weekend charts to ponder video out there. And what I'm going to do is cover some electric cars, that area a little bit, and some pot. I've had huge requests to do that, so I thought I would talk about a few of them that I tend to trade. It doesn't mean they're the only ones I'm going to trade. It's just, we're just picking a few out for today, and we'll talk about them. And what I'm going to be talking about is also the Trendicator here, the green and red dots. I'll be talking about the Trendicator along with those charts because I think they go together very well for this video. Now, if you want to know more about the Trendicator, check below. I will have a link for you posted in there to go to that will lead you to a video that is just on the Trendicator and maybe how to set it up. So let's get started, and we'll do that. Okay. Let's start with the SPY here. So again, we're going to be using this Trendicator a little bit. And as far as the market goes, looking forward this coming Monday, this coming week, some things that I have to consider is where are we compared to the Trendicator? Where is price compared to the Trendicator? Now, I tend not to be long, and I tend not, I tend not to buy stocks when the Trendicator is red like this right here. I tend to hold off. Now that's not true 100% of the time. Of course, there's this oddball time that I'll buy something that's underneath. But overall, this is what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for where price is above the Trendicator, or the Trendicator is green, and that puts it above the Trendicator. So just looking at the SPY here, it's hard for me to be long. Now, you know what? I might be a little bit bullish yet on the SPY. I think it's going through a tough time right now. And I think if we do close below the 50-period moving average, that could be a problem, especially if we set up a blue ice failure. We did a video on this just a couple weeks ago on the blue ice failure, and it's posted right here on YouTube. So that could be a problem, but overall, you can visually see that the trend is up. If we take a look at the 2-day chart, we've now broken below the Trendicator. 3-day chart, we're actually above the Trendicator. Weekly chart, we're actually above. So it's possible we're just going through a bit of a temper tantrum with the market. Regardless, though, when it comes to trading, I really want to be trading long when the Trendicator is green, and I want to trade short when the Trendicator is red. I want to stop for a second and jump over to this T2122. You can see that we're down here in the oversold area now, but we can stay there for a day or two, and notice we're underneath the Trendicator here. Go to a 3-bar chart, and that pulls the Trendicator down just a little bit. So that's something I might watch for. See how we went green over here? That's something I might watch for. So those that have the Trendicator and you've never thought about setting that up on the T2122, that might be an idea. Here's an hourly chart, and you can see how it pulls it down closer. So maybe we get this moving, popping. We get over the Trendicator being red. We get over, it'll turn green. And that might give us a sign that we might like. And that just might show a good candle in the market. Let's take a look at the Qs. Now the Qs are underneath the 50-period moving average, and I'll be honest, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really need this to get back above the 50 to be big time long, for sure. And let's just look at the Trendicator here, and let's just draw a line right there on the Trendicator, right there. So price would have to come back up. and move above that trend indicator. All we did was extend it down here. We don't know if that's exactly where it's going to be. But price would have to come back above it to even get me in a bullish mood with this chart. There's just no way I can be in a bullish mood. Friday, a few people PM'd me and hit me up on email and Skype and said, hey, what do you think about buying this bottom right here? And I wrote back, hey, do you see a buy signal? Hey, what happened to our rule of waiting for a trend, low to a high, to a higher low, to a higher high? So really it's, hey, we're picking a bottom here. So be careful picking bottoms, okay? Did I do those? Okay, FNGU, which whoops, that's not it. FNGU, you're going to get a lot of Q stuff in here. This is the FANG big tech stocks on this. And you can see we're above the 50 period moving average. Now we start to break down. That just means that the Qs are going to go down even further. So we really want to watch this. And to be long, well, I'm going to need to see those red dots turn green. Just like this over here. See, I don't want to really be long until I've got green dots underneath me. And then what I'm going to look for is a pullback into our pocket like this. Into the pocket. Into the pocket. Into the pocket. Just like that. So I'll be patient, be a little careful. All right, let's take a look in some charts. And like I said, I was going to, I've been asked to talk about some electric car stuff and some pot stuff, just because, I mean, those are hot. They're not doing great right now, but they are a little on the hot side for sure. And I think they're going to get really hot again. They're not, I don't think they're super hot. They didn't end really hot Friday. But I do think they're going to wake up, and I do think we're going to get some great money in these. And these that I'm going to look at today, these are stocks that I absolutely follow, that I absolutely trade. Never mind about follow. Absolutely trade. So let's take a look at these and see what would have to be, okay? So one, I really want the market to be in my favor, and Ford might be there. Notice Ford is above the Trendicator, and it is green. So that might be very interesting for a trade. If I start to see buyers stepping in, I just might have to take some Ford. If I see us starting to break out here, then I'm really going to be interested in Ford, especially if the market looks like it's turning green for us. The indicators are turning green. Then I definitely will be interested in Ford. And as always, to the members of Hit Run Candlesticks and to the trial folks of Hit Run Candlesticks, if you've downloaded the app, if we purchase this, I put it on the app, and you'll receive an alert no matter where you are, as long as you have service. You don't have to be in the trading room. Another one I'm going to look at is GM. I like GM. But I don't really like GM for a buy. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are buying GM up, buy the dip, while it's low. Hey, I get that. If that is your trading plan, then great. It is. As long as you're making money. I mean, if you are making money in trading, then whatever you are doing is correct. But what you might be doing, and what I might be doing, or what Trader George might be doing, could be three different things, and we can all three be making money. There is no one right way to trade, other than, well, let's see, right way. Let's see, I guess there is a right way to trade. If you're making money, you're trading the right way. If you're not making money, well, then you're not trading the right way. It really is that simple. So you just have to develop a style, develop a plan, develop a strategy, excuse me, that works for you. And the strategy I like is I love to see bottoms like this. And this is looking pretty good, I got to admit. But until it breaks out here like that, over that Trendicator, I'm just not going to chase that chart. I'll make just as much money by waiting for it to break out and then settle down. I apologize. I just drank some water, so maybe that'll help. So I'm going to wait for this to break out. I'm going to wait for it to come back. I'm going to wait for the buyers to step in, and this will be in our pocket area. One thing that I always get asked is, well, what if it doesn't pull back? You know, what if it goes up and doesn't pull back? Hey, that's okay. Let it go up. One thing I've learned in my 34 years of trading is it will pull back. You're right. It might not be right here. It might be right here, and that's okay. As long as the chart is moving in a trend, and as long as we have a chart pattern, and we do, low to a high, to a higher low, to a breakout, that's all I need, breakout from this high, and then when it comes back to test, let it rest a little bit in that testing area. We'll watch for those buyers to step in, and that will be in our trading pocket right in there. So we'll just wait patiently. Yeah, we'll just wait patiently on that. NIO is another one I like to trade. I don't like it down here. Now, could this be a great buy for a long-term holder maybe? Perhaps. Absolutely perhaps. I'm not a long-term trader. These videos I'm doing are showing you what I do in a short-term swing trade situation. I've got a longer-term account, and I don't talk about it very much. So, you know, like I said, might this be a great area to be picking up some NIO for longer term? Absolutely, it might be. But for trading, I think I'm going to have that Trendicator right there turn red. So let's get rid of all this, and let's move this, as much of it. There we go. All right, so let's back this up. Let's go way down here. So I know when we're looking at charts, we look at this, man, look how high this went up here. And one of our first comments as a trader, boy, I wish I would have bought it right here. And the truth of it is, we can wish all we want, but it's not going to happen. The majority of the time, it's not going to happen. And what's worse is the majority of the time that if that is bought, the stock is actually going to go down. The only time we look at stocks like this and wish we bought it right there is when we have hindsight in our favor and we can see that it went up. It took a long time for me to figure that out. I'm not the brightest apple that fell from the tree, and it did take a long time to realize that, you know, when we see charts like this, we wish we had bought it here, but we're looking at a chart that it in fact went up. There's hundreds of charts that the exact same scenario happened, but they went down. So I just realized that stop doing that, and let's wait till that Trendicator turns green and then pulls back into our pocket. Wouldn't that be a nice area right there? And it's a very clear chart pattern that you can clearly see. You've got a stock that's down, you put it on the watch list. When it starts to break out and then starts to set up that buy pattern in there, you buy it, and from there it never looked back. It just kept going. So over here, and this is the same way. Same way, red. Here we popped up green. Now, just because it's green, by the way, doesn't mean it's going to rock and roll. The Trendicator is just a sideline indicator. It's just something that says, okay, I'm going to trade this long, and we'll just talk long on this. I'm going to trade this long only if the Trendicator if a price is set up with the indicator correctly. That's just a rule, period, okay? That's not a buy signal. What I'm going to look for a buy signal now is price. So as it moved up, I could have seen this as a buy, absolutely. And yeah, would have been stopped out. Hey, it happens. But then we could have turned around and bought it right back, and then we had a nice run to the upside. So here, I'm going to simply wait till we get back up over the Trendicator here, back over the Trendicator, let it settle down and put our chart pattern in there. We're going to wait for those buyers to step in, and then that's where we'll look to buy it. So, I might not get to trade this for a week. Could be 30 days, could be half a year. Might not get to trade this, who knows? And it could be Tuesday. Maybe this thing just jams right up here on Monday, and then Tuesday we have a nice inside day above that 50 period moving average. That would be this blue line. And that would be a great setup. I had a lot of people ask me about Tesla when they said electric cars, Tesla was in there. So here's the thing about Tesla. I don't often trade Tesla. I just don't often trade it. It's expensive, and there's other charts out there. Tesla's also a cult stock, and I'm very careful with cult things. Sometimes they get hype when they really don't deserve it. I'm not picking on Tesla. I just don't often trade Tesla. Not often. Sometimes it can look as bearish as all get out, but it'll go up, and that's just the cult buyers buying because they are, they wear Tesla capes, and so I tend not to trade Tesla. Just don't particularly care for it. So let's look at some pot stocks here. CGC, this is one I trade. Now, I know there's a ton of pot stocks somebody can trade, the possibilities out there, but I don't trade every single one of them. I don't even have them all on my watch list. I have a very limited watch list for some pot stocks. We're just going to hit a couple of them here. And CGC is one of my favorites. Here we are with a hammer. We rallied up and we've pulled back, and so far we've made a nice little bottom, haven't we? Is this buyable? I'm sure for somebody it is. I'm absolutely sure. But for me, nope. I'm going to wait till we break over that Trendicator. So I'm going to need to see this go up, pull back, come into the pocket, watch for those buyers, and then we'll be more than happy to trade this. And this is just one of our trading rules here. We just require this. Look, again, I get it. Picking bottoms, we all want to buy on the cheap. We all have these dreams of, buy on the cheap, and then just a home run, just gonna make it a bucket of money. The reality is, you make the same doggone amount of money if you bought it in here. And this is just something I've realized, and this is one of those things realizing this is just one of those things that I've realized in trading that has helped the Road to Wealth account grow the way it has grown. And so I don't know, it's these lessons. I mean, like I said, we all love to pick a bottom. We all love to get in on the cheap, and we all love for it to run, insanely crazy and make money. The thing of it is, it doesn't really run like that. It goes up and pulls back. It goes up and pulls back. Goes up and pulls back. And the majority of traders, if you just stop and kind of have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself, you think about it. Are you really? And there are some traders. Yes, there are some traders that will buy it right here. And you know what? You won't care what happens in the middle, and you'll still be owning it up here. But 99.9% of the traders listening to this video, what's going to happen is when it pulls back, you're going to pucker up so tight and wet your pants. You're going to be out of that thing so fast, your head's going to spin. So the idea of always picking a bottom and trying to get that big move, it just doesn't make sense. I'm being just straight up honest with everybody. You've just got to decide what kind of trader you are and develop your plans around that. And if you're one of these traders that you just buy dips and you hold forever, then you know what? This just might be a good area. It might want to pull back a little bit more. Maybe you plan on buying more. I don't know. But at some point, just remember what we talked about here. When it does pull back, when it does, just watch those britches. Watch those britches. See what happens. Another one is Telray. Now I'm going to talk about Telray here because I made a boo-boo. So here last week, let's see, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So here's Wednesday. I did buy Telray on Wednesday. I did. And it's under the trend line. Gap down hammer. I like that. I liked where we gapped down. So, I thought I'll take a little risk here. It gapped up and it closed strong. So I bought some Telray here. Okay. Broke my rule. And you know what I did Thursday? I had to close the stinker out because it broke my rule and I wasn't about to have it thrown in my face. So, okay, get out, be done with it. I learned a lesson for a few days, few weeks maybe. Just stop trying to pick charts when they're in a downtrend because this is, in fact, in a downtrend. Now, I know that somebody looking at a longer-term chart could make a very good argument that this is actually in a uptrend, and it is. I would agree with that. But I don't trade long-term. I trade short-term. So I want to gear my trading. I want to gear the charts to my trading or my trading to the chart. No, I want my charts to be geared toward my trading. And one of those rules that I have that I broke is wait till it breaks out. One thing I've learned in trading, a lot of things I've learned in trading, but one thing for sure is that it will pull back. It will give us a buying opportunity. This is where we developed what we call a PBO, and that's a pullback opportunity. Let it move up and let it give you a pullback opportunity. That has proven to be one of the best strategies. Just a great money-making money-making strategy, but also maybe more important, a strategy to help from losing money, keep you from losing money. So we'll wait for that now. I'm not going to get in early. I'm not going to rush into this. If Telray wants to get up here, good for Telray, but it's going to have to get started before I take a look at it. So we'll be watching that Trendicator. MJ is another one. This will be the last one. Very much like that Telray there. Nice little bottom right there. I like that. We rally up, hit the T-line, hit the Trendicator, and here we've pulled back. I can't predict. Are we going to be over the Trendicator tomorrow? I don't know. How about next week at all? I don't know. I can't predict that. And I don't believe anybody can. I really do not believe that. Now, I believe we can buy MJ here. Absolutely. If it goes down further, you can keep buying it. And if it goes down further, you can keep buying it. But is that wise? Is that really what we want to do? Or do we want to wait till MJ makes a statement, a solid move? Could be one day, could take 5 days to get it up there. But do we want to wait for MJ to make that statement? Do we want for MJ to say, all right, I've run these sellers out of here, I'm ready to go? And one thing I know for sure, it will give us an opportunity. May not be right there. It may even be up a little bit higher, but it will give us an opportunity. And when it does, then we'll look to take advantage of that opportunity, and then we'll look to make money in MJ or that Telray or CCJ or NIO or Blink or GM or Ford or any other chart we're looking at. So anyway, these are all charts on the Road to Wealth watch list, and we're going to wait patiently till they move into our trading pocket. And when we do, we'll take advantage of those. We'll also be watching the market, SPY mostly. We'll be watching that SPY, and we'll just see if we have some bullishness that turns our Trendicator to green there. Okay, like I said, down below, I'll go hunt up that video, and I'll put the link in there for you if you want to go watch a video a little bit more on the Trendicator. Hey, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thanks for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a message. Let us know what you like what we're doing. Let us know if there's something we can do. I will certainly see if I can do it. Have a great weekend. We'll see everybody Monday in the trading room. Take care.